students, so now we can see the remaining points related to vectors, and we are learning. So what is that dot product in the vectors we are learning? So the vectors, the subtopic is dot product of vectors. Okay, students. So now let us take A bar is a vector, so and its components are Ax into I cap plus Ay into J cap plus Az into K cap. This is a vector, and B bar equal to Bx into I cap plus By into J cap plus Bz into K cap. This is another vector. Okay, students. So we have two vectors, A bar and B bar. Now I want to check the dot product of A bar dot B bar. Okay, students. So now A bar dot B bar. So we read it as A bar dot dot B bar. So okay, students, A bar dot B bar is equal to A bar means Ax into I cap plus so Ay into J cap plus Az into K cap. So with this I am checking dot. So into what to write, students? Bx into I cap plus By into J cap plus Bz into K cap. So we are checking the dot of them. Then what will you do is, you see, students, so then Ax into I cap, with this you are multiplying the entire term, Ax I cap into Bx into I cap. So this is a B suffix x, students, B suffix x, Bx into I cap plus By into J cap plus Bz into K cap. So plus so Ay into J cap, with this Ay into J cap we should multiply all of them. So what is that? Bx into I cap plus By into J cap plus Bz into K cap plus, so what will you write, students? Az into K cap, so Bx into I cap plus By into J cap plus Bz into K cap. Okay, students. Then so Ax into Bx, so Ax into Bx, I cap into I cap. So I am writing plus Ax into By, I cap dot J cap. The product value is 0. So you will get here Ax into By into I cap into J cap. So since I cap and J cap are perpendicular vectors, the dot product will be 0. Similarly, Ax into Bz, this is also you will get 0. Okay students, so plus ay into bx, ay into bx into what to write, j cap into I cap. So j cap into I cap, so plus ay into by into j cap dot j cap, so plus ay into bz, j cap dot k cap. Since j cap and k cap are perpendicular vectors, the dot product will be, so j cap and k cap are perpendicular vectors, so the dot product will be 0. Similarly, with this one, I should multiply all terms. Okay students, I should multiply all the terms. Okay, so az into bx, k cap into I cap, k and I perpendicular vectors, dot product will be 0. K into j perpendicular vectors, dot product will be 0. K into k, so only allowed in the dot product, k dot k is allowed, k dot k is equal to 1. In the previous class we have seen, that's why so we will get here az into bz into k cap dot k cap will be adjusted, remaining will be 0. Then I cap dot I cap value is 1, so you are getting ax into bx plus you are getting here what, j cap dot j cap value 1, this is 0. So ax into bx, and next one ay into by plus what you write, az into bz. Okay students, that is called a bar dot b bar. So means while multiplying with this term, every time you are multiplying, I dot I is allowed, I dot I is 1, I cap dot I cap is 1, so I cap dot j cap 0, I cap dot k cap is 0. Okay students, j into I mutually perpendicular vectors, the dot product will not be existed. J cap dot j cap, the dot product will be existed, and so that's why ay into by, az into bz, only that is j dot j and k dot k you have to take it. So a bar dot b bar we got it. So next, finding the angle between two vectors. So now next one you see students, ax into I cap, so plus ay into j cap. So we have a bar vector like this, a bar is a vector and b bar is a vector. So it is given in the coordinates. So finding the angle, how to find the angle between the vectors? Find angle between the vectors. Find angle between the vectors. So how will you find the angle between vectors? Then what will you do students? Check it, a bar dot b bar. So this is the question mark, find angle between vectors. A bar is given and b bar is given, asking find angle between two vectors. So we know that a bar dot b bar is equal to what you write, a b cos theta. So angle between the vectors means, we have to take cos theta. Here theta is the angle between the vectors, so we are taking cos theta. Cos theta is equal to a bar dot b bar by make cos theta subject a bar dot b bar by, send this to denominator, a bar dot b bar by ab you will get, and here we know that here theta is the what is that students? Theta is the angle between, so theta is the angle between a bar and b bar vectors. So if a bar is a vector given in Cartesian coordinates like ax into I cap plus ay into j cap plus az into k cap, and similarly b bar is given bx into I cap plus by into j cap plus bz into k cap, then asking the angle between the vectors. So this is b bar vector, this is a bar vector, angle between them is theta. This is the initial point, angle between them is theta, asking to find the angle between them. So angle between them is theta. From the definition of dot product, cos theta is equal to a bar dot b bar by a into b. But see students, we know that a bar dot b bar is equal to ax into bx, I dot I, ax into bx, ay into by, az into bz. That is already we derived here. So write that value. So what do we get to see students? Then cos theta is equal to, so we will get cos theta is equal to a bar dot b bar means ax into bx plus ay into by plus what will you write students? Az into bz by, so magnitude of the first vector into magnitude of the second vector. This is the, so angle cos theta means you can find angle between the two vectors, we can find like this. So or you can write it theta is equal to angle between the two vectors, theta is equal to cos inverse means angle between the two vectors, you can directly write it a bar dot b bar by a into b, or cos theta is equal to, like this you will write it. So while doing the numericals we can so understand. So theta is equal to cos inverse, so ax into bx, I coefficient, I cap coefficient and I cap coefficient, ax into bx plus what will you write students? Ay into by plus az into bz by magnitude of the first vector into magnitude of the second vector. So that is about angle between the two vectors. So next one you see students, in this one only a bar is given for us and also b bar is given for us. So a bar is given and b bar is given, and if we consider a bar and b bar are given, and also L1, M1, comma N1 or direction cosines of a bar vector, direction cosines of a bar vector, so that is called L1, M1, N1, or the direction cosines of a bar vector, and L2, M2, and what I am writing you see students, and of a bar vector, comma, so what I am writing L2, M2, N2, or so direction cosines of b bar vector, direction cosines of b bar vector. Then so we can write like this. See students, we know that direction cosines means so we know very clearly about direction cosines. So what I am writing, you see here students, x, y, z. Okay students, and a bar and b bar both are lying in the space only because they have three coordinates, x coordinate, y coordinate, z coordinate. So here you see my dear students, here the duster is lying in the space. So now it is lying in the space, means from that wall it will be at certain distance. If I call this is x axis, and from this wall it will be at certain distance, that is called y coordinate, and from the floor it is at certain height, it has z coordinate. So if this is a duster and you are telling its position from one corner, it is lying in the space. From this wall it is at certain distance, if you call y coordinate. From that wall it is at certain distance, it is called x coordinate. From the floor it is at some height, that is called z coordinate. Means it has the three coordinates, and if you join this from the corner of the wall, that is called our vector, and it is making some angles. This is the point A, this is the point, okay, some P you can call it as. It is lying in the space means it will have three coordinates, x comma, y comma, z, and you are telling its position from the origin. So this is called origin O, and the vector you are writing as a bar. It makes some angle with x axis, it is called alpha, and it makes some angle with the y axis, it is called beta, and it makes some angle with the z axis, it is called gamma. Okay, so here alpha, beta, gamma are giving the directions of the vector with x, y, z axis. That's why those are called direction cosines, you know. So direction cosines, if this is a bar vector, its x component you are writing as ax, y component is ay, and z component is az. So then we will write cos alpha is equal to, and we know from the previous class we learned clearly. So see, this alpha, beta, gamma are telling the angles made by the vector with x axis, y axis, and also with the z axis. That's why these are called DCs. DCs means direction cosines. So these are called DCs, means direction cosines. They are telling the vector is making how much angle with x, y, and z axis respectively. So, and if the a bar vector x component is ax, then cos alpha, this is the x component, you know, ax, this is the y component, you know, ay. Then what will you write, students? Cos alpha is equal to adjacent side ax by, so hypotenuse, it is just simply the ratios, you know, ax by a. And similarly, what will you write, students? Cos alpha, cos beta is equal to, so cos beta, this will become so this is called, okay, this is called beta. Cos beta means this is the adjacent side, this is called ay. Cos beta is equal to, what will you write, students? Ay by a. Okay, and similarly cos gamma is equal to, so az by a. Okay students, now what will you write? You see students, cos theta is equal to, so what will you write, students? Cos theta is equal to, cos theta is equal to ax by a and bx by b, so plus ay by a. So I am writing so what I am writing, you see students, cos theta, you know that cos theta is equal to, so a bar vector we know, b bar vector we know, so then what do we are doing, you see students, so then cos theta is equal to angle between the two vectors, cos theta is equal to, what are you writing students, a bar dot b bar by a into b. This a bar dot b bar you are writing ax into bx plus ay into by plus what you will write, az into bz by az into bz by, so then what will you write, so what will you write, ax by a and bx by b plus, so ay by a and what will you write here, by b plus az by a and what will write here, bz by b. So we can write like this, with ab I am dividing every term, ax by a is called so cos alpha, that is called ax by a, which is called L1, M1 and N1. These are called DCs, direction cosines. Then if you write this is L1, bx by b for second vector, it will become L2, L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to, we will get here cos theta. So cos theta is equal to so we can write like this also. So dot, that is angle between two vectors, you can express in terms of direction cosines also. And see students, whenever two vectors are given a bar and b bar and asking the angle between the two vectors, then take cos theta is equal to a bar dot b bar by a into b. So if the a bar components are given, then it will become like this. Okay, and if the two vectors are perpendicular, if two vectors are perpendicular, so what is that? If theta is equal to 90 degrees, if theta is 90 degrees, cos 90 degrees value 0. Cos 90 degrees value 0, that implies, so L1, so that implies L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 product is equal to, so how much you will get students? 0. So L1 L2 plus M1 M2 plus N1 N2 is equal to 0, you are writing. Okay students, so that is about now we can do some numericals. I just want to add 2 or 3 numerical problems for this concept. So which are, so problems based on dot product. Okay, see students, dot product problems, problem number 58. So problem number 58. So what is that given, you see students, two vectors have magnitudes 2 meters and 3 meters. So two vectors have magnitude 2 meter, 3 meters and angle between them is 60 degrees. Find the scalar product of the two vectors. Dot product, or another name is, what is that students? Dot product, or it is also called scalar product. Dot product, or it is also called scalar product, another name. dot product of vectors or scalar product of vectors we have. Now, so we are writing, so we know that if a bar dot b bar, a bar is a vector and b bar is a vector, then a bar dot b bar is equal to magnitude of the first vector into magnitude of the second vector into, so what you write students, cosine angle between them. So magnitude of the first vector is given 2 meters, 2 units, magnitude of the second vector is given 3 units, and the angle between them is given 60 degrees. Angle between them is given 60 degrees. Then cos 60 degrees I am taking. So then 2 into 3 into cos 60 degrees value. So and sin 30 degrees value same. 2 gets cancelled. So a bar dot b bar is equal to 3. And next problem, and another problem is given, you see students, problem number 59. So next problem number 59. In that 59th problem, so a bar is given 2i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap, and b bar is equal to, so b bar is given 4i cap, so plus 3j cap plus 2k cap. So find the angle between a bar and b bar. Question mark is find angle between a bar and b bar. So then what will you write, you see students? So we know the formula, cos theta is equal to a bar dot b bar by magnitude of first vector into magnitude of second vector. Or the same we will write a bar dot b bar by modulus of a bar into modulus of b bar. Then a bar dot b bar, so this is 2i cap plus 4i cap. 2 into I cap dot I cap, you have to check it. So 2 into 4 8, a bar dot b bar means 2 into 4 8 plus 3 into 3 9 plus 2 into 4 8 by, so magnitude of the first vector 2 square plus 3 square plus 4 square. 2 square value, magnitude of the first vector means I coefficient square, 2 square 4, 3 square 9, so plus 16 under root, and I cap coefficient 16 plus, so 9, 16 plus 9 plus 4, so that is equal to, what you write, cos of theta. Okay students, then you see students, 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 9 16, 8 plus 8 16, 16 plus 9 25 by, so this is how much, 16 plus 4 20, 29 root 29. And for this one, so 16 plus 4, this is also, so 16 plus 4, okay, this is also root 29. Means we are getting angle between the two vectors, we are getting cos theta is equal to, so 25 by 29. That implies theta is equal to cos inverse 25 by 29. So that is the answer. Okay students. So now similarly I will give you another problem, you just do for that. So you keep solving the problems. Already all the exercise problems are uploaded to you. So already management has kept in the Abhyasa school group. So my dear students, you please keep solving the problems. So on the same day, whatever the concept you are getting in your app, on the same day you write the formulas at one place and do the numericals related to that formulas on the same day only. Then the thing will become easy for you. So whatever the formulas you learn and the concept you learn, based on that you practice or struggle some problems. You keep solving the problems. Difficulties you round it. The next level you are going to get the remaining problems. So please keep solving the problems. Thank you to all.